السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يوتيوب قاعد دعوانيسا waa Weyrax Yare. Fadlan subscribe, like, share, comment.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope all of you are having a blessed, amazing, beautiful day. A lot of the questions I usually get is how I balance between work, school, and life in general. And it's very important that we keep in mind that this world is an illusion. Likewise, Instagram itself is an illusion. You're only getting snapshots of people's lives. So it's unfair to ourselves to assume that people's lives are what we get on Instagram. There's a whole dynamic at play. One thing about human nature that we should know is when Allah talks about the story of Adam alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, خُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ مِنْ عَجَلٍ سَأُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِي فَلَا تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. Mankind was created from haste, meaning we always want to rush. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us about human nature. He's telling us that as humans, you want things to happen very fast for you. You want things to be very quick. We don't enjoy the process of things, but Allah is a sabur, the one who takes time and is patient. In one ayah, Allah says, قُلْ أَإِنَّكُمْ لَتَكْفُرُونَ بِالَّذِي خَلَقَ الْأَرْضَ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ وَتَجْعَلُونَ لَهُ أَنْدَادًا ذَلِكَ رَبُّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Say, do you disbelieve in the one who created the earth itself in 2 days and gave it its proportions and measurements? This is your creator, the Lord of the worlds. So if you think about it, every segment of this universe took days. 2 plus 2. And when you add it all together, it's 6. So things take time, you know. Everything is not going to be happening for you in a day. It's a process, and we need to find the enjoyment in that process. Listen, this is life. We're living it already. Why are you putting your happiness in the future? Why are you thinking to yourself, once I get this career, once I get this X amount of money, once I get this opportunity, then my life will be where I want it to be? Why can't your life be where it is right now? Why can't you make it enjoyable right now in the moment? Read the books that you love. Be with the people that you love being around. Go to places that you love being at. This is the life right now that you're living. Don't place your happiness in the future. So Allah is teaching us, خُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ مِنْ عَجَلٍ. I've created mankind with haste. We're always looking at the next thing. But the person with the sound heart is somebody who focuses in the moment, who lives in the present, who is grounded. And this is how Allah wants us to be. The very first story that Allah tells us in the Quran is the story of Adam alayhi salam and Iblis. Why? Why is it so important to know this history? The reason why is because as we speak right now, your soul, your nafs, and the shaitan are at a battle. And Allah is telling us, in order to win this war, you have to know who your enemy is. He says, إِنَّ الشَّيْطَانَ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌّ فَاتَّخِذُوهُ عَدُوًّا إِنَّمَا يَدْعُو حِزْبَهُ لِيَكُونُوا مِنْ أَصْحَابِ السَّعِيرِ. Shaitan is your open enemy, so take him as your open enemy. Him and his crew members want you to be among أصحاب السعير, the people at the lowest part of hell. This is not just any enemy, right? He wants you to have punishment for eternity. He wants to ruin your daily goals. He wants to separate a mother and a father from their children. He wants to separate husbands and wives. What he hates the most is unity, and what he loves the most is division. What he loves the most is divorce, and what he hates the most is two people that are working together for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala towards marriage. He hates people who are always working consistently to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He hates a girl who wears hijab and worships Allah the way that he deserves to be worshipped. He hates a man and a beard who is constantly, trying to better themselves every day and cleanse their soul and their nafs and get closer to God. So these are the people that he tries to put down the most. So whenever you see yourself doing any khair and you have any waswas in your mind from the shaitan, remind yourself, this is not you. A lot of the times, our thoughts are not our own. It's from the shaitan. So all these negative thoughts and self-doubt that you have, you need to ask yourself, is it really from me? Do I feel this way about myself? So the shaitan wants to make you reach a point in your life where you cease doing good. The further that you get away from Allah and the more evil that you do, the more that you lose Allah's protection. That way He will have access to your spirit. To Him, the most valuable thing in life is your spirit. If He has access to that, then He's done His job. So it's important for you to protect your spirit, your soul, with Quran, with dhikr and remembrance of Allah, because that's what gives you power. When you're walking outside and you use the Quran as your hijab, as your protection, there's a nur, a certain light that the angels can see that draw the angels towards you. And that light, basically repels any evil energy, bad energy surrounding us. So one of the aspects about the human brain that I've noticed, I study neuroscience, I'm in medical research, is that there's a clinical aspect to the human brain that human beings have studied, and there's a spiritual aspect. And it's important to know these two. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Inna Allaha yuhibbul muttaqeen. Allah loves those who are God conscious. The reason why is because when you are God conscious,
فضلا subscribe, like, share, comment.